It's been 15 years since Kansas won over 8 games in football, so today I'm going to attempt to fix the Jayhawks, and I have 6 challenges I must complete to consider myself successful, but I also have some difficult restrictions I'll be naming shortly, and if I can't complete all 6 of those challenges by the end of the video, I have to give away another $100 to one of you. Anyways, my first restriction is I can only recruit 3 stars or below, and they have to be from Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, or Texas. Additionally, I can only play 3 games a year myself, so I have to actually build an amazing roster. And lastly, I only have 5 seasons to complete all of these challenges, so this is going to be extremely difficult. Now, these first couple of years are mainly just going to be recruiting, and I think 2 of the 3 games I'll choose to play will be against Missouri and then against Kansas State for the rivalry challenge. But senior Jalen Daniels is a 94 overall, and altogether this roster was a lot better than I was thinking it was going to be. I ended up redshirting a lot of different players because I was trying to build this team for the future, like this 97 wide receiver Danny Carter. I hope we end up getting him, and I was actually surprised to see we're projected to finish 50th. Now, I don't want to waste one of our 3 games this year on Akron, so I am going to sim it, and we barely won by 3, but I do think before we get too deep into recruiting, we should play our rivalry game against Missouri at home and try to lift some spirits. I'm not going to lie, boys, this one isn't looking good. We are down. It is 4th and 12, but being down 21 in the 3rd quarter isn't a good look. Jalen Daniels can't get the first down, and I'm going to try to pull off a 24-point comeback here in the 4th, but it's not going to be very likely. Well, boys, that was not how I was hoping to start out this thing, but we have 5 years to win a championship, so I can really focus on recruiting here, getting some good guys on the board, and the only guy above 70 overall on the recruiting board, the middle linebacker Kyle Hall, is a JUCO, so I really don't know how I'm going to build this team with all of these restrictions, especially because there wasn't a single player from Kansas that I wanted. Alright, boys, meet the first players I have on the recruiting board. We're going to try to get all of these guys. Let's get farther into the season, where, believe it or not, things were actually going pretty well. I even put some coach upgrade points into royal treatment, and that's because this week all of these players were going to be visiting when we were hosting Oklahoma State, and this would be the biggest win of the season on visit week. That's very important for the school. I'm trying to get us off to a good start, which I should be able to do here. Yeah, we're going to get in, definitely. All right, boys, here in the 4th quarter now, we have a 7-point lead. We just need to get another score, and if we can do that, I think we'll be just fine. Please be a dot. That's a bad read, and I'm perfectly content with taking a 2-possession lead. Well, boys, we got it done. I'm going to be excited to see who commits to the school, and look at all of that yellow, boys. I know they're not the highest overalls, but all of these guys are going to be pretty good. We even got the JUCO Kyle Hall. They're all going to be like 90s by their senior year. And now I can just go searching for any last-second gyms that might not have been recruited, which actually worked out pretty well. I got a couple defensive linemen to go after. We also got some special teams players. So all around, I'm pretty happy with how this year's gone. We have to play at UCF, and we did lose. And even though that definitely eliminates any chance of us winning our division in the Big 12, it's time to try to complete the first challenge of the video. It's been 14 years since Kansas has beaten Kansas State in the Sunflower Showdown. I want to change that, and since we're at home, I think we can definitely compete. It might be stupid to go for it on 4th and goal here this early in the game, but I wanted to, and Jalen Daniels, come on. That's an easy touchdown. You know what? This is going better than I thought. I don't know if I should be trying to throw a deep pass here, but we got a defensive penalty. That's huge. You know what? They might be ranked 12th in the nation, but I'm starting to believe the upset's possible. They do have a QB spy out there. It doesn't matter. That is exactly how I wanted to end this first half. Kansas State just won't go away. It is really frustrating. I just want to seal this game for once. This win definitely would not have been possible without him, but now we've completed one of our 6 challenges for the video. You know what, boys? At least we're going to make a bowl game in year 1. We just beat Iowa State as well, and I'll definitely take finishing 7-5. Our bowl game matchup is against Miami, and I'm not gonna lie, it is not looking good right now, but you know what? At least we finished over 500. We are losing a lot of players in the offseason though, but on the bright side, we got a new defensive coordinator and a new offensive coordinator, so that's gonna help out this team a ton. And now for the moment of truth. What was our recruiting class ranked? It was a 44. I don't know how we're going to crack the top 40. I mean, this is 19 3-star recruits, but I always knew that was going to be one of the harder challenges. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we do have a 99 overall on the team going into year number 2, but for some reason, 4 of our top 15 players are all running backs, so we're going to become a run-heavy team for the season. It looks like our starting quarterback is going to be sophomore Ethan Vasco, and hopefully we can get some wins with this schedule. Now, obviously, we have a ton of recruiting needs for this season, so somehow I'm going going to have to pull off a recruiting miracle. Well, at least we started the year with a win, because off the field, things were not looking too good. We didn't stand a chance at any of the big high overall recruits that I found, and if we can luck out and get sophomore JUCO Ian Campbell, we'll be in a great position. And you know what? I was starting to find some useful players. But before I dive into that, we have to play Missouri, and after getting embarrassed last year, I do not want to lose to them again. Well, you know what? We're in it with 4 minutes left. I will take it. We're only down by 5 on the road. There we go. What a throw from the freshman. Out to Cardell. Down to the 12. You know what? This is a perfect spot for the QB sneak. And I think I'm starting to lean on Vasco more than I thought I would. Okay, big third down here. Let's get a stop. I'm playing the flat there. Come on. Someone's got to be on him. We are playing pretty good defense here. There is no way Cook just escaped that. Oh, fumble! Fumble! Westmoreland, pick it up. Run around. Get out of there. That's game. You know what? I will fully take that. We are going to beat Missouri. That's a nice start to the year, 2-0. And I'd say it was mainly because of the sophomore quarterback. Well, boys, you won't believe it, but look who's in the top 25. We have made it there just at 2-0. That's right. I'm really starting to make a difference turning this place around. I found a ton of good recruits for this upcoming class, but we'll see. For now, I'm going to sim to the Cincinnati game. Hopefully, we'll still be undefeated by then. I don't know if we will be. We did just beat TCU, but unfortunately, we did end up losing 2 of the games. So going into visit week against Cincinnati, we are 4-2, and I'm just going to schedule everybody that's available for this game against the Bearcats. Every single person on the recruiting board is going to be there. And this is the second regular season game of the year I'm choosing to play, so I need to make it worth it. And I think Cincinnati's going to get on the board first. Also, I have to add that these jerseys are hideous. Come on, Neal. Devin Neal is averaging 2.5 yards per carry this game. I need him to get into the end zone here. Fight! Come on, he's short. Just half a yard more. Tie up the game here. Get in there. He's in. And it ended up being 7-7 at the half. Well, we haven't had a great third quarter, boys. We are down. Come on, escape it. Get in there. Get in there. You know what? I am really starting to enjoy using Ethan Vasco. He is going to be a solid quarterback for the future here at Kansas. Of course he fumbles when I was talking good about him. And this one really stings. Only 6 guys committed to the school because of that loss, but we did get a 70 overall wide receiver and 79 overall tight end, Ian Campbell. Remember, his stats are amazing. He's going to be the best player on this team, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the year goes. And I'm actually not going to play in the Sunflower Showdown this year. I have a ton of recruit visits set for next week, and I want to play in that game. We did lose, but I feel like for the future of the program, it's more important that I play in this game and secure the win. Iowa State isn't a bad team either, so this won't be easy, but I feel like Ethan Vasco can get the job done today. There's a gap there. You got to get through. I just hate having to settle for 3 when we should have had 6. Listen. I do not want to talk about the score. The team was somehow better last year than this year. This is embarrassing. I don't like the fact that I set aside this game to make sure we win and I still can't do it. But you know what? At least we are focused on rebuilding this team. Maybe that's a dot at the end. It's not. You know what though, boys? I have 24 commits to the team right now. And I am hoping this can get me a top 40 class. Right now, we're sitting at 22, but this isn't the end of the year yet. There's still bowl season to go through, where we lost by 1 point to Memphis. And for the second year in a row, we had no first team All-Americans. So the only way we can complete a challenge is if we get a top 40 recruiting class. We can only have 1 more guy commit, so I'm putting all the final points on Ben Brewster, and I'm hoping that was enough to hold for the top 40. Come on, 36. There we go. Top 40 recruiting class with only 3-star recruits and lower. That's amazing. We completed that challenge. But you know what? I'm just ready to get into the 3rd season of this rebuild. And this time, I'm going to shoot for a conference championship. So I'm going to sim through the first few games. Well, I was certainly not expecting us to lose by 27 to Bowling Green in the first week. But whatever. It is what it is. We ended up somehow beating Missouri. And I'm just going to hope the MAC doesn't give us troubles again. Can we beat Buffalo? We win by 27. Now, I do feel like I lucked out with this receiving class because I found a JUCO wide receiver that is an 81 overall, and I think he's going to come to the school. I mean, there's no one chasing after him. And now I think it's time to play our first game of the year. I want to try to win the Big 12 with this team, so I have to choose the 3 games we play this season very wisely. And hang on, who is Easters? Oh, of course, Ethan Vasco was hurt this week. I guess that's even reason more that I should be playing this game. Who is the new freshman running back? I really got to learn this roster. It's Paul Bates, but this Paul Simmons guy's even faster. So I'm going to move him up to starter and see what he can do instead. Go! There we go! And you know what? I wasn't a big fan of this Ben Easters dude coming in, but he is honestly not that terrible. I mean, I'm going to take that statement back if he doesn't get this 4th and 3. which he doesn't. Only down by 3. We could beat an undefeated ranked team. That is what we need if we want to win the Big 12. All right, 3rd and 6. We have to pick this up. No. Okay, lineman has it. Hang on. There's a booth review. I'm not sure this can help us or not. The ball was already out anyway. And great, the game won't even tell me how many yards it is on 4th down. Where is the blocking? Well, they're going for it, boys. We need to force a stop here. And they're going to pick it up. Well, so much for winning the Big 12. But you know what? Oklahoma State's in the other division. So as long as we still beat all these teams, we can still make the conference championship. It's now 23-0. And we finally scored. That's a good thing. And Paul Simmons is going to tie it up. Well, assuming we get this 2-point conversion, it'll be tied up. That's what I meant. And Scott holds on to it. All right, boys, 2 minutes left. It is a tie game. Their running back has had an amazing day. But I really do believe we can win this game if we play well. Come on, pick it. Die! Holds on to it. And that's all we need to win the game. We just need to get in field goal range now. Paul Simmons. And you know what, boys? Maybe we can win the Big 12. Ethan Vasco comes back next week, and our dream of pulling it off is not over. However, it is going to heavily rely on how we do in sim, so I'm hoping we can do well. We do beat BYU, and the next week against Cincinnati, we won again. So we're actually sitting on top of the conference in week 8, and I think we have a great shot at winning the Big 12, assuming we avoid injuries. And speaking of injuries, since any could really derail all of the success we were starting to have, I was fortunate enough as a coach to know that if you're injured, you deserve compensation, and the size of your law firm matters. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 100 offices across the country and more than 800 lawyers ready to fight for you. They focus on all personal injuries such as car accidents, nursing home abuse, medical malpractice, workplace injuries, and more. And people often feel bad for suing somebody, but you shouldn't, since you're normally suing an insurance company that's sitting on billions of dollars. And the best part is there's no upfront cost or sign-up fee, so everything is completely free of charge unless they win your case. Getting started is super easy too. Just dial pound law from your cell phone or visit forthepeople.com. And now let's get back into the rebuild, where unfortunately we did lose at Texas Tech, but it doesn't matter because as long as we beat Kansas State, we're gonna make the Big 12 championship. As long as we win the other games besides this one. I mean, I'm just glad Vasco is back from injury. That's obviously made a huge difference for this team. And he's the only reason we're going to go into the half with a lead. I'm hoping we can get a touchdown here. Stay on your feet. Run with it. Oh my gosh. He is so good. I really hope he does not leave for the draft early, because he could have an amazing senior year next year. Simmons gets in. Well, with about 1 minute and 15 seconds left, we are down, but it is not over yet. We can still come back, and we have to win this game. Come on. Let's just try to get the first down here. Scott takes it. Scott gets down to the 40. You know what? That was a very risky read there from Ethan Vasco, but it paid off. And now we are driving down the field. I'm not quite sure how Danny is going to be able to catch passes after that one. I don't know how he's walking. He just got railed, but he makes another one. And now Danny Carter's off the field with a broken toe. You know what? I'm proud of him. He played through it for a play, and now he's given us a chance to win this game. I don't really see anyone open, but we're going to throw it anyway. Look at that. James Hudson pulls off the play. All we need is an extra point. And please don't pull a Brett Maher here. There we go. It's down the middle. I really wanted to send a blitz, but I didn't do it. And now, on the last play of the game, hopefully, that's it. We win. We have a chance at winning the Big 12. I mean, at this point, it is all up to Sim, but we are up to being the 21st ranked team in the country. And for a quick recap on recruiting, I mean, we've gotten everybody we wanted. We got the 81 overall wide receiver. I can't wait to use some of these guys. But now, with the conference standings looking like this, it's time for the moment of truth. Can we win our final 2 games? We beat Iowa State on the road. And now, with everything on the line at West Virginia, come on. We win by 12. That's huge. Now it's time to try to win a Big 12 championship, and that's one of the 6 challenges, so I'm hoping we can pull it off. This might be a bad throw for 4th and 6. It was. And I'd say we're very fortunate to be in this game nearing halftime. Texas Tech beat us earlier in the season. Oh my gosh, he lost that ball. Boys, if I'm being honest, I do not want to talk about it. We're going to have to try to win it again next year, but I am pretty pleased with how the team played this year, and I do think the future is bright. Obviously, losing Tanaka Scott is going to stink, but Ian Campbell is a great receiving threat as well, and I'm ready to get through our bowl game and get into next season. I don't even want to play it. We're going to lose to Utah anyways. And as you can see, we're slowly climbing up, which means nobody wanted to declare for the draft early. I even brought in the 38th best recruiting class in the country, and I couldn't wait to see how good Nick Wright was going to be. Ethan Vasco even got up to a 95 overall in the offseason, and I was ready to get into our 4th season where we still had to complete 4 of these challenges. Obviously, looking at this schedule, I'm going to sim through these first 2 games. They're not worth me going into and playing. and hopefully we win them both. All right, we took care of business against Central Michigan, and we beat Ohio as well. Now, what we learned last year is we can still win the division without beating Oklahoma State, so I'm not worried about this game. We ended up losing, and now that does mean I have to waste one of them going in and playing against number 11 Baylor. It is raining, and we need to win this one. I'm hoping we can pull it off. Look at Carter going. Danny Carter swerves. Can he pull this off? The opening kickoff. I mean, he couldn't quite do it, but he did a great job in getting us down the field. Look at Wright getting into the end zone. Nick Wright is already making a difference, and I am hoping we can take down Baylor again. Fake them out. Get it out to Cole. Who is Cole? I don't even know who he is, but he's fast. It's nice to know that we have some good talent around here. Someone for Ethan Vasco to throw it to. We need a lucky route bounce. Come on, Ethan Vasco delivers a dot. And by halftime, we were still up 6. I am very pleased with how this game's gone so far. Paul Simmons gets in. Well, boys, we got it done in the end, and our fate in the Big 12 is still up to us. I think beating BYU should be a no-brainer. They haven't won a single game this year, and we win by 17. But unfortunately, I just realized Oklahoma was on the schedule. I forgot to take them off of it. This could be a tough out-of-conference game for us to play, because they're in the SEC now, but we win by 3 anyway. You know what? If we can win out, we might make the playoffs this season, but we still have a lot of games to get through. I'm hoping we win at Cincinnati, and we do. The only real issue is I do want to save those last 2 games I can play in until the end of the year against Kansas State and West Virginia. So we just got to sim and hope we don't lose. And against TCU, we pull it off by 2 points. Each one of these sims is getting me nervous because I have no control if we win or not, but we annihilated Texas Tech. And now I can finally take matters into my own hands against Kansas State. At this point, there is no way we can lose and still make the playoffs or the championship. We got to throw dots, and I'm hoping we can get it done today. Nick Wright will not stop getting open. Why did you go backwards? But normally we would not get that lucky. I mean, these dots, though, they're crazy. Maybe I should just run it in here instead. That works. You know what? Ending the first half on a 21-0 run is amazing. Or so I thought. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1 instead of taking a field goal. I respect it. Oh, my gosh. How did he get burnt? Oh, well, it is what it is. Game is in the hands of Ethan Vasco. He is making dots to John Cole. And we need a miracle now. 3rd down. Come on. He's open. Hold on to it. Let's go. Danny Carter seals it in. That should theoretically be the game, and we get it done in the end. Well, look who is a Heisman finalist. Now, it's not official yet. He'll need to be on the top 5 of this list when the season ends. Iowa State is the last game out of our control that we have to win, and we get it done. This might be the biggest game in Kansas football history. Oh, well, I want to just come out and sling it today. I'm going to throw it deep. That might have been dumb. Wright holds on to it anyway. I mean, that has got to be the best recruit of the whole series. He's made a huge difference for us. And now we're really on the verge of the college football playoffs. Well, boys, I really don't want to talk about this one. It is a completely different game now. It's just not been a good rest of the game for us. Hopefully Carter can get us some momentum back. He is so fast. Things just went downhill really fast, but I think we're about to turn it around here. Hold on to it. There we go. We just haven't done what we needed to do. Come on, lock up here. We're good. And now we control our destiny. I like it this way. Come on, Vasco, get the 1st down. Also, you all got to let me know down below if you all like this style rebuild, if I should go back to my old way of doing it, whatever you all want. I'm just going to try some new things on the channel, see what you all like, and hopefully we can score on this last possession here. I'm trying to burn through this entire clock. I just want us to escape with the win today. Let's go. Vasco makes the run. He is really stepping it up as a senior. He makes the throw to Carter. I really don't want him to get in, but he was going to anyway, so I might as well just hope we get a stop on defense. Come on, man. I do not want to lose. Oh my gosh. How did White get burnt that bad? I guess let him score. We are going to have to somehow get a touchdown. All right, boys. I might just throw it up to right here. It depends if there's safety coverage over top. There is. But corner route is open. Look at Carter. Holds on to it. We are so close to the end zone here. Is that? No. No. That's game. I just made the wrong read. For just a split second, he was open right there. That's great defense. I literally thought we had that. Well, boys, we got one more season to get through now. I am going to get one of the challenges complete. Ethan Vasco finishes as a Heisman finalist. And hopefully we had 3 All-Americans. I don't see anybody on the first team. Okay, there's one. And we have 2 more. All right. we got 3 All-Americans as well. I think the worst part is we have to say goodbye to Ethan Vasco, but at least going into our last year, we only have 2 more challenges to complete. Also, I should probably play our bowl game because it's a rivalry game, but I just want to get into the last season, and we ended up losing anyway. Ethan Vasco didn't end his career on a high note, and I can't believe he didn't get drafted. Well, going into our final season, Ian Campbell is one of our best players. Patrick Ginn is going to have to step up at quarterback, and we have a plethora of mid-running backs to choose from, and we're almost projected to be a top 25 team. Now, obviously, we need to win a national championship and a conference championship this year, so we need to finish way better than that, but I think we can because we won our first 3 very difficult games by a lot. But now that we're starting the real season, we're ranked 16th in the country. We are going to beat UCF, and the 3 games I choose to play in will be very important. Hopefully we can beat Oklahoma State this season. I didn't want to play it. We win by 24. I mean, it is incredible I've built a team of this caliber with those recruiting restrictions, but in week 9, we're ranked number 1 in the country. And with our remaining 6 games this season, I think I'm going to play against Cincinnati, Kansas State, and West Virginia. All right, boys, I'm excited to see how good this team is. I've been building this team for 5 seasons now, and this is our best chance to win an Natty. Let's see how fun it is to play with all these 3-star guys. Patrick Ginn delivers the dot to Campbell. I'm hoping we can end this first half in style. It's a tie game right now. I just want to throw up some Hail Mary bombs, and look at this. Cole comes down with it. Then I come in, and I deliver dots for the team to end the half. But I think if we can get a 3rd down stop here, we're going to be just fine. Come on, get the sack. Wow, this is a very aggressive move to go for it on 4th and goal. I do not understand it, but it worked for them anyway. Oh well, here's how I see it. If we can get down this field somehow, I am just going to run out the clock and kick a field goal. Unless Ian Campbell just wants to run all the way. Well, Ian Campbell did kind of ruin my plans, but at least I think we're going to score here. And Paul Simmons takes it in. All we need is a defensive stop. Come on, team. Let's get it done. I don't know what they're doing there. That's a fumble. Hit him back. Bring him all the way back. 4th and 21. They have to punt it to us. I know they have 3 timeouts, but I trust that we can pick up a 1st down in 3 plays. As a matter of fact, watch this. Oh, spin move. Get the 1st down. Let's go. That's going to seal it for us as we improve to 7-0. And now it's time for our first real test. We're hosting the Sunflower Showdown this year, and Kansas State has consistently been one of the best teams in this dynasty as it's gone on, but Nick Wright is just that guy. Honestly, I think the defense is making the real difference because this one felt super easy today. I'm not quite sure why. There's one more I can't play in, and that is at Iowa State. I'm hoping we can pull it out. I will be playing the West Virginia one, and we do. All right, this week is all about revenge. And even though it is technically my fault we lost to West Virginia last year, I want to make up for it, and Ian Campbell is going to start the game with a touchdown. I've played with 5 different Kansas teams now, and this one has been by far the best, even if some of the players can't catch passes while being decapitated. I know the score makes it look close, but this one really was never much of a battle, and I'm ready to get into the conference championship and the playoffs. Well, it looks like our opponent is UCF. We are no longer in a position where we can slack. We have to throw up deep balls, and Campbell comes down with it. Ian Campbell. I mean, he is just insane at this point. He's going to get another touchdown, and even though we're going into the half tied at 14, I still trust this offense. I feel like I can throw up deep balls, and the players will come down with it. That is a dot. But we can still win this game. 3rd and 4 now. We might not get the stop here, but I know we can hold on to this lead. Come on, let's force a fumble. Force a fumble! That's what you like to see. Kansas Jayhawks on top, baby. We are going to win the Big 12 championship. If we give up 98 yards in the matter of just a minute and a half, we deserve to lose this game. We deserve to lose it. Pick it. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have clicked on. Someone tackle him. I don't want to talk about it. I am about to break this controller. It would almost be smart to run this ball and send it to overtime. We could be giving up our chance to win here. That's a dot, though. That's a dot. Turn up field. I'm glad I took my hands off of the controller there. I wouldn't have done that on my own. All right, Ginn, get us in field goal range. Seal the game for us. The best part is they can't ice us. We're going to complete the challenge, and you can mark it off as we've won a Big 12 championship. And I was actually surprised Patrick Ginn didn't win the Heisman. Also, I have to note what an amazing career Ian Campbell had. But now I'm ready to get into the college football playoffs. And our first game is against SMU. I have to win this game and the next one if I want to complete the challenge of winning a national championship. It's the last one to do. We get the 4th down stop, and I'm happy to say we got off to a great start. It looks like they're pressing my guys here. So that's when we're going to take a shot to the end zone, and you know Nick Wright's faster. We're going into the half up 17, and in the end, we still held on to our lead, so we're going on to the national championship, and it looks like we're going to be playing against Georgia unless USC pulls this off. The only way they can get the ball back is if they can stop Georgia here. They can't get a first down, and it all comes down to this. Is the Trojan defense good enough? It is! 4th and 2 now, and instead of punting, they are going for it. They want to end the game now, and he is fast enough. Oh my goodness. And it all comes down to this. Their offense has been almost unstoppable all day. I can't do anything. It's 4th and 3 here. We need to get into the end zone on this drive. Thank goodness we're going to pick up a first down. But Paul Simmons isn't getting up. Oh no. Well, that's another tough loss. I mean, TCU also didn't have their starting running back. So here in the third quarter, we are still down by 13, but we're starting to get things figured out. Oh my gosh, just get the first down. Ooh, Paul Campbell is open. I should have hit him in the end zone. I'm going to throw it anyway. Look at that. We need to move fast. Oh my gosh, he's open deep. Please be a good enough throw. Cole comes down with it. Cole comes down with it. Time is ticking. 4 minutes left. We have to get in here. Cole holds on to it. I'm hoping their kicker's like the one from Ohio State. I don't think it's long enough. We are still in it. And I am really trying to pull off this comeback. I think we got the corner route there. That's a great throw. John Cole again. He's got 142 receiving yards on the day, but I feel like I drained too much time off the clock, and now we're in a tough 4th and 9 situation. I should have been more careful. Carter is open, though. Carter holds on to it, and we're still getting close to pulling it off. Campbell gets us a few extra yards. We are so close to the end zone now. Cole is open. Cole holds on to it, and I think this one is going to go to overtime, and the pressure is on for the Bulldogs. Have they choked? Okay, I don't want to talk about it. We definitely shouldn't have given up a touchdown that early, but it is what it is. I'm going to sling it back. Cole holds on to it. Okay, it's 3rd and 13 now. I am a little nervous. No one's really open. I'm just slinging this to the end zone to Cole. He can't come down with it, and I really should probably take 3, but I don't want to lose this game on defense. He can't get the throw out. He literally couldn't get the throw out in time. I think that's pretty much game for us unless we can pick it here. No, we lost. Well, boys, as you can see, I couldn't complete the last challenge of the video. So this time, if you want a chance at winning $100, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave any comment on this video, and I'll randomly pick a winner in a week.